Hi, my name's Professor Barry Dwolazky. I am the head of software engineering at Wits in the School of Electrical and Information Engineering, and I am director of JCSE, Joburg Center for Software Engineering. I think that the new wave of innovation is going to be around three things coming together: software, digital hardware, innovative hardware, and then digital content in its many forms. The sweet spot where those things join will be the wave of innovation that we're going to see. It's my belief that we need a space where we can really create a cluster or a focus for those kinds of things to happen. And I strongly believe the best place for it in South Africa and even in Africa is in Braamfontein. Why Braamfontein? Braamfontein is firstly in the richest province in South Africa and is a great focus of wealth and power. Braamfontein is very close to the center of Joburg, where there's still the focus of a great proportion of our national economy. I think the other thing about Braamfontein is it's currently still occupied by many corporates and many strong and powerful organizations, from mining companies, local and provincial government, trade unions, and two major universities. It's a great place to bring together the people, the wealth, the ideas, the innovation, the skills, and my focal point is a precinct we're establishing in Juta Street. We're calling it the Tshimologong precinct, which is a place of new beginnings in Sotho. And we are really looking to try to do 4 streams of activities in this precinct. There will be a space for meetings and events. So there's a courtyard here at the back of the training venue, and it will link through to the courtyard of the nightclub. This space will be public space. It'll be paved, it'll have some chairs and tables, we'll have some coffee shops. There'll be a space for learning, either in incubators and innovation spaces. This will be our training venue. It's a 2-story warehouse, which we're going to clear out. It's nice, big, flat, open areas. It'll be flexible, we'll be able to partition it. And we'll put in some computer labs using thin client technology. We'll have great connectivity so we can keep the content and the applications on the cloud. There'll be a space for co-working, a sort of club space where people can come and park off and do creative stuff themselves or in groups. This building was the club. This was the nightclub. It closed 2 or 3 years ago. We're going to call this place the Founders Square, and we are trying to find a group of people who will pledge money to the first phase of revamping the precinct, and we'll name them in the square as the founders of the precinct. So we'll put a nice board up and corporate names and individual names. And this courtyard, it'll be a kind of social area as well, very publicly accessible. And people will be encouraged to come here at all times to drink coffee, to talk, to connect onto the internet. And then there'll be a space to run a pre-incubator and an incubator. Okay, this is the club, and it'll be used much as it is now. We'll put windows in just to get natural light, but we are planning not to change it much, to keep it still looking like a nightclub. This is the dance floor, which will turn into a co-working or club space. There'll be chairs and tables and bean bags and little corners with whiteboards where people can come and work and discuss and co-work. And these spaces will work together. This is the top private bar that previously was in the club. And the idea here is to convert this into a video studio and a post-production facility. We were keen to find some buildings where we could create the spaces we need. There are 5 buildings in Juta Street, all next to each other, that belong to Wits, and they lend themselves perfectly to the kind of vision I've got. So our plan now is creating this Tshimologong precinct, and we hope to have it up and running within the next year. And it will be the center of energy to create this digital hub within Braamfontein.